end is almost coming into sight, and they're running out of time. Your decision on a dime has you gliding through the sky, and they're
praying that you fly on.
Didn't go as planned, but you knowing where to land, so you sticking out your hand while you hit it, cheering.
Fans, commentators in the stands going in a freaking trance when you're
to the pylon.
What is up, you guys? As always, this is your host Milton Woolley, bringing you another edition of the Pylon Podcast. We are turning the closing pages on the first chapter of an already exciting regular season and moving on to the next one. However, one of my favorite characters in this 19-chapter series will be taking a hiatus. That's right, Robert Griffin III will miss a significant amount of time due to a fractured bone in his shoulder. RG critics will say he should have slid, but RG3 says he got pushed in his back, so he didn't have the opportunity to slide. Well, let's take a look. Yeah, definitely should have slid earlier, but I digress. I don't want to pile on RG3. He's taken enough physical and mental abuse the past few years, though a majority of it is self-inflicted, I'll admit. But you know who I feel really bad for in this situation? Wide receiver Josh Gordon. Dude is probably mentally prepared for like 3 quarterbacks over the past year. Like, first it's just him and Johnny Manziel on the couch in Hollywood, daydreaming about their futures. Oh, man, you and me, we're gonna wreck this league together, bro. Not unless this ganja don't wreck us first, my n***. Then Johnny ends up getting released not too long after. Finally, they go on to sign RG3. Baylor Bears reunited, right? Hello? Hey, Josh? What's good, my n***? I heard we signed you. Yeah, man. Can't wait to relive those Baylor days again. Remember that 94-yard Wait. Are you smoking right now? Josh, what the heck, man? Do you not care about the opportunity that we have in front of us? Cleveland needs you. I need you. Hey, shut your frail ass up. Don't worry about me. Just worry about your weak ass staying healthy. I'ma be there. In hindsight, it looks like Josh Gordon was right. Johnny was wrecked by the ganja and various other drugs, and RG3 wasn't cautious enough with his body. But speaking of being right, the New York Giants beat the Dallas Cowboys off of the strength of an improved defense. Dez Bryant was held to 1 catch for 8 yards. Ezekiel Elliott was held to 20 carries for 51 yards. Okay, those of you who heckled me in the NFC East video kept on saying spending free agent money to repatch your defense doesn't mean it's going to be better. If a team can't get talent in the draft, then where else do you think they're going to get it? In today's salary cap league, where a majority of college players enter the NFL not ready for primetime, Jared Goff, you're gonna have to spend money on some free agents that can come in and contribute right away. If your draft picks aren't ready to play, then where else do you think teams are gonna get these players from? What, they're gonna go down to the high school ranks and bring them up from there? They're gonna sign some guy off the street? I'm not claiming that the Giants' 2016 defense is going to be elite, but what they do have are steady, proven veterans that they paid for to come in and make a difference for their team. And against the Dallas Cowboys, that's exactly what you saw. If it gets me some wins in the division, then I'd consider it $200 million well spent. While we're on the subject of division games, we absolutely have to mention the butt whooping that the San Francisco 49ers put on the lost Angeles Rams. And I emphasize the lost part because this team seems to have no direction. Jeff Fisher vows that he's not going to go 7-9 and he's not going to tolerate that 7-9 BS. Well, that was 0-16 BS that the entire team showed on Monday. The defensive line could sue the 49ers for assault and battery for the beating and harassment that they went through. And no, Rams fans, Jared Goff isn't the answer. In the preseason, he looked like a poor man's Mark Sanchez. He's not going to make things better because he doesn't have anyone to throw to. I really feel bad for Todd Gurley because he is such a talented back. But it appears he's going to be running into a brick wall all season long. And by the way, you know I have to take my dig at Blaine Gabbert since we're talking about the 49ers. Chip Kelly says he wants a quarterback who can run rather than a running back who can throw. Well, that's what you have in Blaine Gabbert. He's a 6-year veteran that still struggles to throw a simple screen pass. Get out of here and good luck in Carolina next week. If the only value Blaine Gabbert provides is scrambling, then might as well put in Colin Kaepernick since he's better at it. Difference is he's not going to pussyfoot a screen pass. Carson Wentz made his debut against the Cleveland Browns and looked good. Eagles fans bet you're real excited about the future now, huh? Yeah, chill out. It was just the Browns. I'll save my opinion on Carson Wentz after I see him go against a real team. But for the record, I think he may just end up being better than Jared Goff, which isn't saying anything at all. Tonight's matchup features the Bills versus the Jets, and I really don't care for the overall team matchup because neither of these programs are going to the playoffs. The only thing I'm going to be watching is the matchup between Darrelle Revis and Sammy Watkins. Are the Jets going to save Revis from himself and give him more help over the top, thus ending the legend of Revis Island as we know it? Or are we going to see arguably the greatest cover corner since Deion Sanders bounce back in a big way? Watkins torched Revis last season, so there's reason for concern there, but man, Revis just being the competitor that he is, I don't see Sammy having a huge day against him. Sammy might have some catches here and there, but I expect him to have maybe 4 or 5 catches for 40 some odd yards against Revis, with the Jets pulling out the victory. That concludes our show today. I will be back with you guys next Tuesday. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at @ThePylonMGW. Or don't, it's up to you. I personally wouldn't because the page isn't that exciting right now, but anyways, if I had more followers, there would be more exciting stuff. Who knows? I'm your host, Milton Woolley, and this has been another edition of The Pylon.